McAllister going through, can he get it in? Yes, he scores! He's done well, he gets the cross in there. Oh, it's a goal! Thinking it over. On a shot from
break by Chelsea.
On May the 28th, 1988, Chelsea beat Middlesbrough at Stamford Bridge, but it wasn't enough. A 2-1 aggregate relegation playoff defeat sent the Blues into Division 2. They'd won just 4 games in 7 months. But a year later, they were celebrating. Division 2 champions, a record number of points and over 100 goals in all. This is the story of Chelsea, the champs.
Just a few of the 96 league goals which put Chelsea back where even supporters of other London clubs would have to admit they belong, in the First Division. Here at the training ground within sight and sound of Heathrow Airport, where the hard work is really done, we've been talking to manager Bobby Campbell and some of the senior players about the highlights of a historic season. We've got just about every goal scored at Stamford Bridge over the course of those months. Away games at places like Manchester City and Leeds. Oh, and there's an interesting little game at Walsall too, which every Chelsea supporter will want a souvenir of.
Well, Ken, we're here interviewing you today as chairman of Chelsea Football Club, but first and foremost, I'd like to know your feelings as the #1 supporter of the Blues.
Well, obviously, I'm delighted that we're going back where we belong. I mean, with the greatest respect, who wants to play Shrewsbury when we can play Liverpool? Who wants to play, I don't know, Bradford when we can play Manchester United? And Chelsea being what Chelsea are, we'll probably play better against Manchester United and Liverpool than we do against Bradford and Shrewsbury.
The season opened at home to Blackburn, beaten by the Blues in the playoffs. The terraces were closed for the first 6 games because of hooliganism. Dixon, Dorigo and Hazard were all out injured. It was a stuttering start.
Oh, marvellous shot that. We'll see that again. Over comes the corner. Wilson's got his back to goal and he spins round and he hits it with tremendous force. Straight into the midriff of Tony Finnegan. Miller. Good cross from Miller. Oh, McLaughlin got his hand to it. No doubt about it. McLaughlin. Oh, what a foolish action there. He misjudged the cross completely. Put his fist up. Definitely made contact with the ball. No doubt about it. And it's a penalty to Blackburn Rovers in the 23rd minute here at Stamford Bridge. So the first goal of the season could go to the visiting side. Kevin Hitchcock, who saved a couple of penalties towards the end of last season. Can he do it again? Gale with a strike. Oh, and he beats him. McAllister. Clark, he's got free. Can he get the cross? And he does. Kevin Wilson. Oh, he can't find the shot. Look, and Jury. Bumstead. And Kevin Wilson scored. In the belly in the 28th minute. And Stamford Bridge goes wild with excitement. McLaughlin, that's a good header. Kevin Wilson's got goal side. Can he score? Oh, he went trying to drive it through the goalkeeper. Jury was in support. A golden opportunity that. McAllister to Jury. Jury on the left foot. Blocked by Hendry. Roberts to Clark. Good dummy by Jury to Nicholas. Nicholas to Clark. Oh, and Clark hits the side netting. What a beautiful move that was. And Steve Clark, the Scottish international fullback, almost getting his name on the score sheet there. Very heavy strapping on there. He got a pull or something in the first half. Oh, Gale over the top of Pates. He's done well. He's going through. Will he score? He does. He slots it in brilliantly in the 47th minute. And that ball over the top left Pates for dead. Peter Nicholas with his hands on his hips there. But it's Gordon Jury who comes in to chip for the top corner and just flicked over there by Terry Gingo. Good save that by the Blackburn goalkeeper. Clark. McAllister. Looking for Kevin Wilson. Wilson gets the touch down to Clark. Can Clark score? Oh, another good save by Geno. Gordon Jury now. Scottish international. Gets it across. Picked up by Bumstead. He's got support from Roberts. Roberts fires it in. Wilson, first time shot and a brilliant save by Geno. A lovely strike from Kevin Wilson and a brilliant save by this man, Terry Geno. Peter Nicholas. Oh, good work there. Oh, and just saved again by Geno. A brilliant header that by Gordon Jury. That was well worked. Nicholas hit a flat ball into the middle. Jury came across quickly, got his head to it, turned it goalwards. It was going for the post. And Terry Geno denies Chelsea yet again.
Unhappy debuts for £820,000 new boys Graham Roberts and Peter Nicholas. Manager Bobby Campbell, now with a new assistant in Ian Porterfield, picked Roberts as the new skipper. Joe McLaughlin axed. A 1-1 draw at Crystal Palace followed, then a 1-0 defeat at Bournemouth. Steve Wicks had been forced to quit because of injury. Things looked gloomy coming into the home game against Oxford.
Oh, and a great save by Peter Hucker from the head of Gordon Jury. Clark. Good dummy by Kevin Wilson. Ball goes through the Jury. Jury trying to dig it out of the... pass there. McAllister's blocked. And Kevin Wilson kicked off the line there by Peter Rhodes-Brown. Keystone. Dispatches it up towards Jury. Jury got the touch. McAllister going through. Can he get it in? Yes, he scored his first ever goal in the Football League. Kevin McAllister in the 58th minute. And Stamford Bridge applauds the little man. His 36th league appearance and his very, very first goal in this competition. Mustoe into space for Foyle. Pate's closing him down, just holding him up. Foyle's gone round the outside, gets in the cross. Oh, and Mustoe, there's a good shave by Freestone, and it's in the net from the substitute. David Leeworthy blasts Oxford back into this game in the 71st minute. McAllister. Oh, beautiful turn there. McAllister going in, gets it on the right foot. Oh, he hit the post!
A week later, the Blues drew 1-1 at Barnsley. Clive Wilson, one of 3 players sent off. Graham Roberts' first goal for the club. Still no win in 5, though. But Kerry Dixon and Tony DeRigo were at last fit for the home game against Manchester City.
Clive Wilson to turn it in. Dibble punches, doesn't get it away. And that's struck straight back in by Colin Pates. Clark forward, and Dixon is onside this time, and McAllister's waiting in the centre. If Dixon can get there... Oh, Gale, a terrible mistake. And Dibble somehow keeps out Bumpstead's header. So just a couple of minutes for Manchester City to try and pull something back before half-time. That's an interesting little ball. Towards David White again. White's cross in, and that has gone in. And Brightwell is going to claim it. Playing it nicely, very coolly for a 20-year-old. That's a nice little touch of Morley with Chelsea appealing for offside. And the goal is given. Graham Roberts is furious. But the goal is given. White perhaps thinking about having another run at DeRigo. Big, tall winger. Cuts it back well, and Morley to turn on it and lay it off for McNabb, and this could well be. That is number 3. Brightwell has turned it in.
Pate's goal, scant consolation, a ragged defensive performance, although City's second looked clearly offside. Nonetheless, midway through September, and Chelsea was 16th. Anxious moments for the chairman.
Not a good start, though. 6 games without a win.
No, well, I mean, it was a very bad summer for us. I mean, we had the playoffs, and then we had the crowd invasion at the end of the game. So we got a lot of obviously adverse press. There's no doubt it was a breakdown of communication between the club and the police, and damaging to the good relations we built up in the previous 5 or 6 years. Then we had the terribly conducted FA inquiry. First of all, they had an inquiry to find out the facts, as they said. And they didn't make the facts available to the inquiry of the tribunal. And then those facts weren't made available to the appeal. I mean, it's complete nonsense. If ever I learned then that the FA has got to be changed and be modernised, it was during those days, those weeks. And so really, by the time the appeal had been dismissed, it was already 11th or 12th of August. And we were into our first games of the season. And just as winning is becoming a habit, so losing becomes a habit. I thought we threw the first few matches away. Nobody beat us, except possibly Manchester City. We gave 3 points to Blackburn. We missed a penalty at Palace the following Monday, and plus a stupid mistake by Roger Freestone that gave them an goal. Then against Bournemouth, I mean, Peter Nicholas hit the inside of a post from 40 yards, a brilliant shot. And by all the laws of geometry, it should have come out. It should have gone in, but it didn't come out. And they got a goal towards the end, and so it went on. But I think it's typical that, if you like, our luck changed with a bit of luck, because Johnny Bumstead scored the first goal against Leeds away with a fluke. The Gordon jury emphasised it was a damn good goal, and after that we really never looked back, as far as the league was concerned.
In those 6 games, did you have doubts then? You know, that you were going to come back at the first hit?
Well, I think it was a very good job that we have electric central heating in our house, because oil fire, because if there had been a gas oven, I might have well had my head in it.
Chelsea were 20th by that Leeds game. They'd won just 1 regular season league match in 11 months. Roger Freestone was back in goal, 26,000 at Ellen Road. Dixon in only his 2nd game of the campaign, wide to McAllister. And a slice of luck about that goal? No, John Bumstead practices those in training. Gordon Jury, the first to salute him. And Jury's first of the season was to guarantee the Blues their first win of the campaign as well. Classically simple, not the last time this would work this season. The big boot. Dixon again a hand in it. And Gordon Jury, the perfect finish. John Bumstead would score an even more vital goal against Leeds 7.5 months later. And although the side hiccuped again 3 days later with a humiliating 4-1 Littlewoods Cup defeat by Scunthorpe, you sense that a win against Leicester at the start of October would be the start of something big. Certainly the Blues needed to get moving. They were already 10 points behind the leaders, and they'd lost Jury injured in that Littlewoods Cup defeat. Kevin Wilson replacing him against Leicester. 18-year-old David Lee on the bench. He was to make a stunning debut.
Oh, there's a goal! A good header, that, from the substitute, Jimmy Quinn. Picked up by John Bumstead. This is Wilson. Wilson through to McAllister. Nice little cross from him. Kerry Dixon with the header and a good save. Oh, it's a goal! The debutant scores. Well, great opportunism. Kevin Wilson finds David Lee. Lee worming his way through, is pulled to the ground. The referee is pointing to the spot. Hauled back there by the back of his shirt by Steve Walsh. So a penalty to Chelsea, which will be taken by Graham Roberts. He scored once from the penalty spot this season. That was against Barnsley.
The crowd, the lowest in the league for 5 years. Ali Moughlan sent off for the visitors. David Lee made his full debut against Walsall the following Tuesday.
Which means that Nicholas will make the strike. Bends it the other way. Oh, and a bad mistake! A terrible mistake that nearly let Roberts in by Fred Barber. Barber dropped it. And Graham Roberts also almost netted his 3rd goal of the season. David Lee to McAllister. The header from Hart. Dixon brings it down. Beautiful ball to Kevin Wilson with a header. Oh, and that was not far away. What a sensational goal that would have been. Beautiful football. Clark. Graham Roberts hoisting it back in. David Lee picking it up. Wilson to Bumstead. Bumstead across to Dixon. He must score. He does do! His first of the season. 55th minute of this game. And Kerry Dixon gets his first goal of the season to shoot the Blues ahead. Trigo's got Bumstead on his left. Nicholas is inside. Comes to Kevin Wilson. Beautiful interplay by Wilson. And Dorigo racing through. Oh, what a goal! What a classic goal from the England under-21 skipper.
Dorigo's first in a Chelsea shirt. The win had come at a cost, though. Steve Clarke was missing for the Sunday match at Swindon. Gareth Hall in. McAllister making way for Wood. Teenagers Dodd and Cundy on the bench.
Support. Gareth Hall finding Lee. Dorigo. Lee. Kevin Wilson. Oh, a great dummy by Kevin Wilson, and he fires. Oh, just over the bar. A brilliant turn, a brilliant shot from the Northern Ireland international, Kevin Wilson. Had 2 spells, in fact, with Crystal Palace. Flicked on there by Pace. Lee got up there and kicked off the line. Oh, and a fine effort there from Darren Wood. Gets the corner. Nicholas runs over the ball. Dorigo will strike it in. Kerry Dixon's there with a header, and he scored! '71st minute of this game, and Dixon gets his 2nd goal of the season to put Chelsea into the lead. 2 minutes left. Can Swindon conjure something up here? Oh, it's a goal for us! Brilliant goal! The cross came in for Steve White, and Duncan Shearer nets his 3rd goal by Dorigo. Nicholas. David Lee working his way through. Wilson gets it across, Bumstead with a shot, and a magnificent save from Fraser Digby.
Swindon's equaliser had come with 4 minutes left. Better news followed. Jury and McAllister fit for the Littlewoods Cup return leg with 4th Division Scunthorpe. The last match with the terraces closed. Chelsea, trailing by 3 goals, had to be inch perfect in the box. They weren't sharp enough.
Played back across. Oh, and Kevin Wilson's there again with a left foot shot. Just past the post. He really is getting a lot of the ball in front of goal. Kevin Wilson, here it is. Takes it with his right foot, tees it up for his left, and just drives it past the right-hand post. Already, Kevin Wilson's had 3 goals at goal. Dixon not able to bring that one down. Oh, a bad back pass there. This is Kevin Wilson. He's gone round the keeper. He must score. He does. A great individual goal there from Kevin Wilson. Through to Taylor. Dawes trying to set it up, and a push there from Roberts, and I think it's a penalty. Roberts pushing down Andy Flounders. And Freestone really doesn't dive at all for that one. It's 1-1 on the night. Hall beating him easily from the spot. And Timble's getting the back there. So David Hall with a free kick. Flicked on there, Flounders is there, he scored! The ball bounced down in front of Freestone, it's entered the net. And Scunthorpe take a shock lead here at Stamford Bridge. Flicked on nicely there by Dawes, and Flounders finishes it off. The scoreline on the night reads Chelsea 1, Scunthorpe United 2. And that makes it 6-2 on aggregate. Wilson gets the cross in, a header from Dixon. Oh,
Dixon's 3rd in 3, not enough to prevent a 6-3 aggregate defeat. And though the side had been unbeaten in 4 league games, there were still doubts as to whether the Blues could bounce straight back into the top flight.
Tony, a season that's ended in triumph, but you were a bit unsettled for most of the part.
Yes, at the start especially. You know, we went through a bad patch as well. I wanted to leave, and things were quite difficult. I think once I settled it in my own mind that I was going to stay, you know, things started taking off, and that coincided, you know, with the team starting to do well. So in the end, it worked out. Everything worked out well.
What was it that unsettled you? The prospect of second division football?
Yes, obviously that as well. And my England spot was, you know, a great factor. And also another, you know, big clubs were after me. So, you know, I really wanted to go. But then I saw the potential that Chelsea have got, and well, we've just showed it how we've won the second division.
What's it feel like to have a winner's medal?
It feels a lot better than getting relegated, I'll tell you that much. It's my first honour in the game, so it was good. Not only that, I think the style that we've done it in, 15 points and what have you, is very good.
Only one goal for Aston Villa, but 6 for the Blues.
Oh, well, I saved them all up, you see, for Chelsea, that's what it is. Yeah, well, I'm very pleased to score so many. I was pleased with the one that Man City, I think, was the one that I remember most. That was a good goal. I don't score many, but I like to try and get up there.
But you're a very attack-minded fullback, aren't you?
Well, I think it's easier in the second division. The standard isn't obviously quite as good, so I can get forward a lot more. And I think I scored one against Plymouth where it slipped through the keeper's hands and what have you, so a bit of luck along the way as well.
Do you really miss playing the big clubs, though, like Liverpool and Arsenal?
Yes, desperately, because I think we all want to show how good we are, against the best, and show that we're the best. But whatever you do against a second division outfit, you can't be labelled the best. So we've got a lot of things to show a lot of people next season.
The Blues showed the second division their best qualities at Oldham. McAllister, Nicholas, Wood and Kevin Wilson scoring in the 4-1 win. Colin Pates left for Charlton. McLaughlin and Clark were back from injury by now. And Chelsea were back in the goals a week later at home to Plymouth, with the terraces at last now open.
Dixon with a header. He scored. Well, that was a marvellous goal from Kerry Dixon. His 4th of the season. Makes it 7 goals. Oh, nearly an 8th in the last 3 games. Kevin Wilson, so unlucky with that try. Well, these fans enjoying the good weather here and the good football. Quickly taken there by Nicholas. This is Dixon. Oh, it's gone behind everybody. Jury makes no mistake. Well, those pictures speak for themselves. McLaughlin. And Jury went in for that one with Adrian Burrows. The ball bounced up, struck his arm, and a penalty's being given. So, drama here at Stamford Bridge. We're in the 32nd minutes of this game. Here it is again. McLaughlin's up and under. Gordon Jury, the man challenging. Oh, and definitely the fist came out there from Adrian Burrows as he tried to knock that ball away. And that's really a silly thing to do. So, Graham Roberts up against Cherry. Roberts, who scored 2 goals this season, both from the penalty spot. There's number 3. He's delighted with that. Plummer. No bother with that one. Dixon's header. Jury with a shot. Oh, he scored! Oh, my word. That was out of nothing. And Gordon Jury becomes the first Chelsea player this season to score more than 1 goal in a match. Dorigo with the free kick. It's a floater. McLaughlin it was that got the touch. Oh, and Jury wraps the post. Oh, what a thunderous shot from him. Jury tries a chip. Oh, he hits the other angle. Would you believe it? In the matter of minutes, Clive Wilson chasing. He's not managed to keep it in. Unfortunate that. But in a matter of minutes, Gordon Jury hits both the angles. Referee getting in the way there. Clive Wilson, look at that. Perfect pullback with the sole of the foot. Dorigo. Uzel providing the chance. Was that in? Well, they're claiming a goal. It's been given. So the man who finds it hard to score goals gets another one. Here's Clive Wilson's ball. Dorigo races on. John Uzel charging across there to get across him. And Dorigo, I'm sure it's probably meant as a cross, but the keeper got a touch and it bounced over the line, as you saw.
Chelsea unbeaten in the league in 6, now 5th. A 3-0 defeat at Hull 3 days later would prove their last for 28 games. They had an immediate chance to recover at home to Brighton.
Dixon's shot blocked, and Jury just can't latch onto it before it goes over. Corner kick, though, to Chelsea. We're really putting this Brighton defence under pressure. Darren Wood there with the first attempt. Dixon with the second, clawed away by goalkeeper John Keeley. Jury. Wilson scores! Kevin Wilson! He took it well in his stride, rifled it in. 26 minutes gone. It's Chelsea 1, Brighton 0, and Kevin Wilson notches his 5th goal of the season. Here it is, Jury setting it up. Wilson, first time shot, hit it low under John Keeley. And Roberts getting up there, Kerry Dixon! Here it is again, Dixon just got bounce of the ball, just came up too high for him. Dixon again, he scored this time! Oh, didn't he take that well? Just held off that vital second.
Chelsea had climbed 12 places in October with 5 wins and 1 draw in 7 games. Bobby Campbell was the second division manager of the month. Hazard and Hitchcock were playing for the reserves after their injuries. Optimism was rising by the time the Blues went to early pace-setters Watford at the start of November. Chelsea unchanged. A hash of a clearance by Tony Coton. Gordon Jury quick to latch onto it and stroll through for his 4th goal of the season. Jury beginning to show the sort of form which will get him a Scotland recall in the weeks that followed. Up till now, Watford were top of the second division. They'd lost just once at home. Coton had kept 8 clean sheets in 14 games. They were playing stylish football. Schoolboy errors, though, cost them today. Young David Holdsworth, under pressure, giving the ball away. Darren Wood into the box. Kerry Dixon in space and slotting home his 6th goal in 8 games. Dixon and Jury, whenever they scored together this season, Chelsea were guaranteed at least a point. Watford did salvage some pride, though. They'd scored in every home game up until now, and Chelsea weren't to ruin that record. Rick Holden, their bargain buy from Halifax, setting off on a powerful run, always having the legs to go past Steve Clarke, and at the end of the cross, Paul Wilkinson nodding in his 9th of the season. Chelsea took the points, though, and picked up Bobby Robson's vote for the Barclay Performance of the Week. Kerry Dixon had picked up a slight knock. He was rested for the Simod Cup first-round home tie with Plymouth. Kevin McAllister came in, and David Lee replaced the resting Peter Nicholas. Plymouth had already had 5 knocked past them at the bridge. Chelsea more than doubled that on November the 9th.
So very much one-way traffic in these opening stages of this Simod Cup tie. McAllister again. Oh, and that's off the bar. I think that came off Nicky Marker's head, in fact. Done by Jury, that's a good ball. This is Kevin Wilson. Shoots, oh, he scored! He took it well. Kevin Wilson shoots the Blues into the lead in the 37th minute here. Roberts with the header. Dorigo. Dorigo doing what he likes doing best. Running at the opposing defence, and a good ball from him. This is McAllister. Oh, good work by McAllister. That's a great goal. A great individual effort, that, from young Kevin McAllister. Flicked on by substitute Sean McCarthy. And Stewart with a shot. Oh, it's a great effort from Stewart. Mark Stewart. A beautifully placed shot. So, corner to Plymouth. McLaughlin going up for it. The referee is pointing to the penalty spot. Roberts is protesting. Sean McCarthy, the substitute. Oh! And Freestone nearly got hold of that one. He bangs the ground in frustration. Darren Wood. Nice ball in from Wood. Lee. Clarke. Clarke racing through with a shot. Oh! Off the goalkeeper's hand. And Steve Clarke restores Chelsea's lead. Should be taken by Clarke. Jury turns well, gets in the shot. Oh! Hit the crossbar. Jury finds Clive Wilson. Nice ball through to Lee. There's the cross. Oh, it is a goal from McAllister. Well, he doesn't score many with his head. He'll be pleased with that one. A fine ball from David Lee to the far post, though. That surely has wrapped it up for Chelsea. Darren Wood. It's there. Graham Roberts punches the air. McAllister. McLaughlin there with a header. Oh, he scored! A good goal from Joe McLaughlin, his first of the season.
McLaughlin now in inspiring form after his shaky start. Kevin Wilson now with 6 goals, level with Kerry Dixon, who returned 3 days later at home to Sunderland. Peter Nicholas also back for David Lee. Chelsea now 4 points behind leaders Watford in frightening form. Away sides like Sunderland merely coming to the Bridge to hang on.
Fail the skipper today. Experienced player. Oh, it's a goal! Out of the blue there from Marco Gabardini. Well, that is a shock for the Blues. The Sunderland fans rejoice. The ball through here, a big hole in that defence. He pulls it round Graham Roberts onto the right foot, and a nice delicate chip over Freestone. Jury. Dixon. Wilson is in! 70 minutes gone. The Blues equalise. Nicholas. McLaughlin. Dixon's in there, so too is Lee. Lee tries the shot, just past the post.
A knee ligament injury to McLaughlin came as a blow. Steve Clarke also picked up an ankle knock. Both missed the 2-2 draw at Bradford City. Lee and Wilson netting. The Blues were unchanged for the home game against Shrewsbury. Mickey Hazard on the bench for the first time. It was Chelsea's 3,000th league match.
This is Dixon. Oh, that's a good cross and a good save from the shot by Kevin Wilson. Green lining up his defence. He's got a 7-man wall there. Oh, it is kept in. The shot from Tony Dorigo. Jury. He's got Clive Wilson to his left. He's found him. Again, Dixon's in the middle, waiting for the cross, and there he is! A great save by the keeper! A beautiful cross from Clive Wilson. And Kerry Dixon almost in there for his 7th goal of the season. Moyes in trouble again as Jury breaks away. Dixon's there. The save, and Dixon must score with a rebound! 34 minutes gone. It's Chelsea 2, Shrewsbury Town 0. Dorigo to Clive Wilson. Beautiful return ball. And a good cross, and Dixon just can't get there. And a magnificent save there from Doug Rugby. He's smiling about that one. I don't think he would have done if it had gone into the net. Peter Nicholas with the corner kick. Roberts with a header, and another great save by Ron Green. Well, if it hadn't been for Green, Chelsea would surely have been nearly in double figures by now. Roberts getting up well for that, and Green just gets his hand to it. Finds Kevin Wilson. Dixon has got Clive Wilson to his left. This is Wilson, left foot, drives it. Oh, it scraped the post.
Chelsea then banged in 6 in 4 days. A 3-2 Simod Cup Round 2 win back at Bradford City. Dixon, Roberts and Wood, followed by a 3-0 win at Stoke in the league. Roberts again, McAllister and Wilson. Peter Nicholas sent off, though. He'd missed vital games ahead. So Chelsea were now second in the table, 3 points covering 6 sides. Pompey in 5th place, the next to visit the bridge.
Played forward by Kevin Ball, the Portsmouth skipper. That's a dangerous cross and early. Oh, and a good save. And a clearance by Roberts. It's still not away. Gordon Jury with the throw. David Lee with a flick on. It's by the far post. Oh, off the post. And Dixon scored. Portsmouth's defence in tatters. And it all stemmed from that long throw by Gordon Jury. Chamberlain's back heel. Hardiman going in there, gets the header, it's come off the bar, wants the goal, they're appealing for a goal. Play on, says Mr. Hackett. Oh, and Mr. Hardiman will get himself into trouble for that. A beautiful cross. And Freestone got a hand to it. I don't think there's any question that that did not go into the net. Oh, it has now, though. Mickey Quinn, he makes sure with that one. Away by Roberts. There's a shot, it's a goal! Oh my word, Martin Cool has scored from what? 24, 25 yards. Look at there, it's gone in the net. Oh my word, what a simple goal. Hall. Again, the high looping ball. Dorigo, beautiful ball through to Kevin Wilson. Kevin Wilson, he scored! Yes, it's in the net! Oh, a marvellous opportune goal from Kevin Wilson in the 70th minute. Hall. Good spell this for Chelsea. McAllister. Oh!
Gordon Jury's first goal in 5 weeks, not seen by the cameras. It helped Chelsea save face. Scotland manager Andy Roxburgh came to watch him at Birmingham the following Friday, when Chelsea had the chance to go top for the first time this season. The Blues were unchanged, Kerry Dixon celebrating a new 4-year contract, nearly scoring early on. More than half the 7,800 crowd were Chelsea fans for the pre-Christmas feast. They didn't have to wait long for the first course. Kevin Wilson in the Northern Ireland squad for an international the following week, through to Gordon Jury, 1-0 against bottom-of-the-table Birmingham. Wilson and Jury were both involved in the build-up to the second. Jury wide to McAllister. The cross into the middle, and as Birmingham hesitated, Kerry Dixon bundled in his 10th of the season. Darren Wood's graft set up number 3. Jury with embarrassing ease, turning to the travelling fans to salute the goal. Birmingham, who'd only scored 14 in 21 games and had been bottom for 2 months, pulled one back, Steve Whitten heading in, as Chelsea relaxed, really. But Dixon went it alone to score number 4. Jury's brace earned him his second cap for Scotland in Italy. Chelsea's lead at the top lasted just 24 hours, but a win over Ipswich on Boxing Day could have them restored to the second division leadership. Joe McLaughlin back after 6 games, Peter Nicholas suspended, Tony Dorigo played despite the flu. It was Ipswich, though, feeling down in the dumps.
Up against Harvey. Gets in the shot. Oh, he scored! It went under the keeper. Gordon Jury shoots Chelsea into a 27th minute lead here at Stamford Bridge. And the shed goes mad. Yallop. Graham Roberts. Dixon. Gets the flick down, David Lee's there. Oh, there's a mistake and Lee scored! A terrible mistake there by the Ipswich defence, and teenager David Lee capitalises on it. Well, Kevin Wilson getting in the Ipswich defensive wall there. Dixon peeling off, so to McLaughlin. Graham Roberts with a shot. Oh, he's hit a post! What a shot from Graham Roberts! Roberts. Through for Dixon. Dixon on the run here. He's got a good chance here. He scored! That is the finish of a class striker. 74 minutes gone. Low with a chance. Oh, he's hit the bar.
John Bumstead, who'd come in for his first run out in 2.5 months, was another player to sign a new deal. So did young David Lee. Bobby Campbell's long-term plans also including Dave Mitchell, the Aussie Olympic striker, now striking for gold with the Blues after his New Year's Eve move from Feyenoord. And what a game to ring out the old year. Chelsea top, West Bromwich Albion second. Their 99th league meeting came on December the 31st.
Again, looking for White. White got a flick across, and it's a goal, yes! Scored by Colin Anderson. Roberts. Jury. Got room to turn there and does so. Slides it across for Dixon, and Dixon scored! No, he hasn't! Oh, he got the ball, I thought he'd scored. The goalkeeper got across well and just got that final touch to turn it round. Oh, a great shot there, the keeper didn't hold it. Gets it at the second attempt. And Roberts in there as well. McLaughlin floated in. Oh, Dixon! He got round the defence. McAllister. McAllister gets the cross in. Prays for handball. Has it been given? I think it has. Drama here in the 89th minute. And a penalty for Chelsea to save some blushes. Graham Roberts is the penalty kicker. He scored 4 already this season. So it's Graham Roberts against Stuart Naylor as the clock moves to within 30 seconds of the final whistle, or final of regular time. Of course, the game will be continued in the case of a penalty. Roberts with a kick, and he scored!
Chelsea now unbeaten in 12. A 3-2 win at Oxford made it 13. Kerry Dixon's 2 goals, taking him past Jimmy Greaves to 4th in the Chelsea goal-scoring list. Robert Bates was promoted to vice-chairman in a mid-season shuffle. The unbeaten run ended with a 4-0 FA Cup defeat at Barnsley. Chelsea's road to Wembley in the Simod Cup was to be blocked by Forest 3 days later.
Dixon, oh, he's made room for the shot. He drives it in, but just wide of that near post. Clive Wilson. Jury going around the outside. Oh, across to McAllister, a chance here. McAllister hits the post. Oh, he really tanked that one, and it crashed against the post. Starbuck now for Forest. And a long ball across to Parker. Parker with a cross, and there's a chance, and there's a goal. The opening goal of the tie. A brilliant move, that. And Chelsea caught on the break. The header from Lee Chapman. Laws with the clearance. Clark. Ball into space, Des Walker chasing. And Dixon's there, Dixon scored! Oh, he took that brilliantly! 58 minutes gone. And Kerry Dixon rattles in his 15th goal of the season. Chapman. Starbuck. The early ball. Brilliantly brought down, and a great goal, that. A brilliant individual effort from Tommy Gaynor. That's through to Clough. Gaynor. Gaynor trying to set himself for the shot. Does so, it's deflected. Oh, and agonisingly past the post there. In fact, a penalty is being given. Handball must be the reason. So Pearce against Freestone. Blasted it into the top corner of the net and gave the young goalkeeper no chance at all. Parker tries the shot, and it's a good one. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Curled into the far corner of the net. Brilliantly struck by Gary Parker. Aaron Wood, a beautiful ball to Kerry Dixon. Kevin Wilson's there. Oh, just past the post.
Dave Mitchell had made a sound debut. Another new signing followed. Dave Besant, Wimbledon's giant cup final hero, from Newcastle for £725,000.
Well, Dave, once the possibility of a move to Chelsea first came up, what was it that appealed to you about that?
Well, mainly the strong position Chelsea were in, and I mean, potentially they were a first division team, and I mean, I was there just to, you know, fulfil the point that I was wanting to get back in the first division straight away, and Chelsea were straight away odds-on choice.
It was Crystal Palace, wasn't it, your debut at the Bridge? What do you remember of that first game?
It was an important game for myself and for the club, because Palace were promotion contenders, and it was my debut, so you always want to have a good debut in front of your home crowd, and things worked out fairly well for me.
In fact, there's nothing much better than coming into a team on a winning run, and it was an extraordinary run through the whole of the middle of the season and beyond, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was just that I was a part of it in the end. You know, it wasn't down. A lot of people said, "Oh, you know, you've come along," and a few things started to happen. But things were already happening before I got there. I was just maybe an extra link to join the chain.
And a free kick just on the edge of the Crystal Palace penalty box. Mr. Chapter just waiting for the Palace wall to get back 10 yards. Number 6 is Darren Wood. He's the man placing the ball. Graham Roberts is there, and Dorigo. They could all strike it. This is Roberts. Dorigo. Oh, he slotted it in! Well, they hesitated. A brilliant goal by Tony Dorigo in the 42nd minute. Wilson with the corner kick. Roberts trying to get to it. Just went over the top of his head. This is Mitchell. Sends it back across. McLaughlin's there. McLaughlin with a shot. Oh, McLaughlin scored! Oh, into the side netting. I thought it had gone into the side netting. Big Joe McLaughlin.
Would have been the perfect way to mark McLaughlin's 200th league game. Chelsea winning despite no Jury or Nicholas, still missing when the Blues went to promotion rivals Blackburn and snatched a point in a 1-1 draw with Kerry Dixon's 16th of the season. Darren Wood had departed to Sheffield Wednesday by now. Tony Dorigo was forced out of the away game at Walsall at the start of February. Peter Nicholas was back for the first time in 5 games. Gordon Jury also returned. He wouldn't forget his trip to Fellows Park. Tut, Gordon should have scored there. After all, he only scored 5 on this occasion. Wasn't to be denied long. In came the corner. Watch for Dave Mitchell's flick at the near post. And there's Jury. The defenders doing a great marking job on him throughout the afternoon. 1-0. Peter Nicholas helped make number 2. Mickey Hazard, his first full game of the season, linking with him on the edge of the penalty area. Back to Nicholas. A shot deflected. Pops back into the penalty area. Through to Jury, and number 2. Well, Walsall did have their moments, if you could call them that. Kevin Wilson caught in possession. A goal-mouth scramble. Steve Clark beaten for pace. And how about that for a finish? No wonder Walsall went down. It was left to Gordon Jury to show them how to score. Again, a corner by Mickey Hazard. Jury, thank you very much, slotting in his hat-trick at the other end. And not to be selfish, he also set one up for someone else. Jury turning the defender. Look at the pace of the man who tried to catch him. And there was Kevin Wilson, his 10th of the season. Well, Jury saved his best goal for number 5. Despite that fierce wind, also showing an abject lesson in how not to defend. Oh dear, off goes Jury. Here comes a defender, bye-bye. And those Walsall fans, not wrong in their assessment of their side. If only this defender could have cleared the ball like that a little bit earlier on. Walsall under new manager John Barnwell, disgusted with themselves, I suppose. Even when they bore some resemblance to a football side, they couldn't get through. Dave Besant showing why Bobby Campbell brought him back south from Newcastle United for £725,000. A sure grip at the back in defence for Chelsea. This corner will show that Besant's also aware of attacking possibilities. That corner flag showing what a stiff breeze there was at Fellows Park. Dave Besant nearly caught out by it as the ball swings in. And look at the speed in which he gets it away to Kevin Wilson. You can't see him now, but there's a man steaming through the middle. Here he comes. One Gordon Jury. And they couldn't stop him by fair means. They had to try foul. Penalty kick to Chelsea. Oh yes, Walsall protesting. After all, what a difference it might have made at that stage of the game. But the referee says penalty, and Graham Roberts comes forward to take it. Wrong foot's the keeper, and number 6 for Chelsea. A penalty at one end, a bizarre moment at the other, giving Walsall, perhaps chance to come back into it, who knows. Dave Besant seemed to have it gathered. Now, there's the Mike Tyson impression. Trevor Christie doing his impression of a dying swan. Graham Roberts, there's got to be something wrong with the ball, ref. What? No, I don't think so. Penalty kick. And for all you youngsters watching this, yes, a perfect example of how to take a penalty. Well, not quite. Dave Besant again ruining Walsall's day. The Chelsea fans loved it. How heartless. And still the Blues had one up their sleeve. Who else but Gordon Jury? Mickey Hazard playing a big part, though. Bit of brawn to win it. A bit of brain follows it up. Lovely chip. And Gordon Jury's finish, reminiscent of the strike earlier on in the season against Leeds. Gordon Jury 5, Chelsea 7, their best ever away win. Certainties for promotion, said Walsall's John Barnwell. Chelsea now top of the table by 1 point from Manchester City. The Championship really now a two-horse race between the two. Tony DiRigo's stomach upset kept him out of England's trip to Greece on February the 8th. He was fit for the home game against Swindon. Chelsea, though, still without Kerry Dixon.
Jury's got an open shot and a great goal. Oh, what a peach of a goal by Gordon Jury. 5 minutes of the game gone, and the man shows that his shooting boots are on again today. And this is Peter Nicholas who puts it forward. A great ball coming across. Oh, and it's an own goal. John Giddis. Cross coming over from the far side from Steve Clark. And after 12 minutes, it's turned into his own goal by the big Swindon Town defender, John Gittins. And Chelsea are 2 up. Forward from, but that's going to go all the way, and it's an own goal at the other end. An own goal by John McLaughlin. Back in the center again, long goal kick. Here's trouble for the goal, and it's an own goal. It always looked on. Another own goal for Chelsea. As you can see that the Swindon defence are at 6s and 7s the minute the ball goes up there, and Jury is anywhere near it. Long cross from Jury. They're in trouble again here. The goalkeeper certainly has lost all his confidence. He's even afraid to catch a ball now with the defence around him. But let's see if Swindon can do anything. They can. Joe McLaughlin tidies it up. That's a poor pass from Joe McLaughlin, and he allows the number 7, Steve Foley, to go through. But it's not the Steve Foley, and there's a long one, and it's gone into the net. 3-2 to Chelsea. And Swindon coming back, coming more into this game. Oh, there's a goal. It was very nearly an own goal again by Steve Clark.
Kerry Dixon then came back for the reserves, scoring twice after 3 weeks off. Mickey Hazard also pledged his future to the club and that healthy midfield department.
Are you surprised at how well the midfielders gelled together?
Yes, I am a little bit, because I was a new player. Darren was here for most of the season, then he left, and then John Bumstead came into the team. He was in and out, John, obviously. But we had Kevin McAllister, then we had Clive Wilson playing, then we had Gordon Jury playing. There was 6 or 7 of us. I played in midfield most of the season, and to get a midfield to blend like it has, then it was amazing, really, because normally it takes 6 or 7 months for a player like myself to settle in. And you know, to be honest, the players made it fantastic with me to settle in, and I think that obviously made my job easier.
Do you think you can play the same style of football in the First Division, or will there have to be changes?
I don't think so. I think if we just believe in ourselves, you know, confidence-wise, which we should have now after winning the second division, that there's no reason why we can't go into First Division and hopefully be successful. And you know, this is what we were aiming for beginning of the season, to get in the First Division. Now we're there, we've got to kind of maintain it and hopefully get better. Obviously, you can always strengthen your squad or strengthen your team, but that's down to the manager, not down to me.
This is Hazard. Bumstead, a chance here for Bumstead. Oh, and he's brought down. offside penalty. 13 minutes of this game gone. A marvellous ball played through by Hazard. And Bumstead had found oceans of space, beat the offside trap, pulls it round Holworth, and the keeper pulls the midfielder down. So it's Graham Roberts with the penalty. Oh, and he makes no mistake at all to shoot Chelsea into the lead then. His 8th penalty conversion of the season. Does it so clinically. The keeper going the wrong way and calmly into the top right-hand corner. Hazard. Beautiful ball through the middle, and Dixon's on his way. He's gone round the keeper. Oh, he stumbled just as he went to make the settle himself to get the shot in. And Earl Barrett having a go at his fellow defenders there. But Dixon was put clean through by Mickey Hazard. A beautifully precise pass. Here he is, clear of the back four, goes round Holworth, but then stumbles just as he sets himself to get the shot in. And that's just enough for Barrett to get the ball away for a corner. So Hazard again floats it in. Roberts with a shot, great save, and Roberts again is there. 22 minutes gone. And Chelsea are 2 up. Both the goals from this man, Graham Roberts. But Oldham not able to make much impression on this very solid Chelsea defence. Bumstead now making the challenge. In comes the cross, well taken by Palmer. Little indecision there. Oh, it's a goal! Ball, so that was a little unlucky. Punch there from Holworth. It's not away. Oh, and Kerry Dixon trying to flick that one in. Gets the corner. Oldham now running out of time, but it's Neil Adams with the corner kick. Holden's header. Oh, and Palmer's there. He scored! My word, it came out of nothing. A long corner drilled across by Neil Adams. And we'll see that one again. It was Andy Holden who got his head to it. I think he headed for goal. We'll see it again. Here it is. Holden in the deep position, heads for goal, and Palmer there. Well, they're claiming offside, but Graham Roberts is the man who's definitely put Palmer onside. Just 4 minutes left for play, and Oldham have drawn level with Chelsea here at the bridge. And that is a shock. McAllister now trying to hit back. The shot coming in. Oh, he's hit the post. Wilson's hit the post.
Graham Roberts into double figures, but Chelsea down to second, and Gordon Jury had been missing after dislocating his shoulder in the 1-0 win at Plymouth the previous week. Dave Mitchell's run came to an end, Kevin McAllister returning. Clive Wilson also back for Hazard against Hull, the last side to have beaten Chelsea in the league.
Flicked away there by Askew. Bumstead to McAllister. He's got 3 men to get past. Going around the outside, and he's done well. He gets the cross in there. Oh, it's a goal from Kerry Dixon. A beautiful cross from the little winger, Kevin McAllister. And Kerry Dixon punches the air in triumph. Clive Wilson now. He's got the ability to get round the outside of this defence. Plays it back to Dorigo. Long ball from Dorigo. Oh, and that really was a mess by Ian Hesford. Clark now. Could prove costly, and Clark gets the shot in. Over the top. It's their 13th visit here. Oh! And that's a goal! What was Dave Besant doing? He played it away with his foot first time. And Gareth Roberts was there to sweep the loose ball into the net. Nicholas Roberts. Looking for Clive Wilson. It didn't quite make the distance. Joe McLaughlin threading it through. Dixon flicking it over. Oh, and a shot from Kevin Wilson! A brilliant strike by Kevin Wilson. His 13th goal of the season. Nicholas McAllister got room to get that cross in and does so. Oh, he's such a good cross. Oh, what a fine save! I thought that was a goal all the way from Kevin Wilson.
Wilson and the rest of the players then flew off to a rest in Marbella. The squad strengthened by the arrival of Ken Moncu for £100,000 from Feyenoord. Chelsea top of the lot going into March 1 point clear of Manchester City, the rest battling for playoff places. Chelsea driven into the final stages of the season by captain Graham Roberts.
You obviously relish the responsibility of being captain as well.
Yes, I think that gives you a bit of ambition in your life if you want to be captain. When I came, Joe was captain. You know, I came to play. That's all. And then, in circumstances again, Joe, you know, had to give it away. Yes, I was pleased to take it on. I do thrive on that. I think, you know, hopefully my experience again would have helped the lads through this year through my captaincy-wise.
And you've also got a great rapport with the fans as well at Stamford Bridge.
Well, I always think that you've got to give something back to the fans. After every game, you know, if it's sunny or rain or snow, you know, they turn up, so they deserve a little clap at the end of the game. And, well, you know, it's only 2 minutes out of your way to give them a clap, and I think they appreciate that. So, you know, they pay your wages, so they deserve something back for that.
You've also added 17 goals this season. Which is your favourite?
Well, most of them have been penalties. I think the important ones that will stick out for me was the goal against Leicester last minute, the one against West Brom, and the one against Watford, which got back the equaliser. But the two that really, you know, I think the West Brom and the Leicester one, which, you know, helped us on our way, I think.
How do you feel this team will do in the First Division then, Graham?
Yeah, we've got a bit of experience there now. I think this year we proved that we are the best team in the Second Division by far. Next year is going to be a different kettle. I think, you know, we're going to have to work very hard pre-season. We're not going to be able to go out there and, you know, if you have a bad game, then maybe you can carry one or two, you know, one player or two players, but you can't carry no more. So nobody can have too many off games. You know, you have to put it all in and get it right. And hopefully in the long run we can make sure we're in the top 6.
Roberts was to find the net again at home to Watford. Chelsea once more unchanged.
This season with 13. Gibbs with the throw. Cross from Gibbs. Oh, and it's a goal! Oh my word! Out of nowhere, a cross from Gibbs. Roberts and McLaughlin were in two minds, and it was Paul Wilkinson, the man I just mentioned, who reacted first to head in his 14th goal of the season. Clark back defending now. Lost his place in the Scottish national squad this season. Oh, another goal! My word! Well, it was a good move initiated by Porter and Hodges. Again, the Chelsea defence looks a little flat-footed. Clive Wilson. Right foot shot. Oh, and a good save by Coton. Spectacular save. And a good shot from this man, Clive Wilson. On his right foot, hit it well. And the keeper responding equally. Chelsea virtually pushing everyone forward. Clive Wilson with the throw. Nicholas. Kevin Wilson trying to set it up there for Peter Nicholas. He's crowded out of it. But to Graham Roberts, wins it again. Dixon can't turn it. This is McLaughlin. Oh, he's found Clive Wilson. That was a good ball. Looked up, saw Wilson making ground. Dorigo now. Tony Dorigo with a shot. Oh, it's a fine shot. Oh, my word, he scored. 31 minutes gone, and that was right out of the blue. Wilson battling it out there, picked up by Clark. Good support play by Steve Clark. He's got Kevin Wilson to his right. Flicks the ball, tries to get it across. Kevin Wilson there's got onto it now. Can he work his way through? He falls over David Holsworth. And the penalty is given. A minute from half-time. And here it is again. Clark clipping the ball across. It's charged down, picked up by Kevin Wilson. Good control this. Turns inside Faulkner and is tripped by David Holdsworth. So Graham Roberts, the Iceman. Yes, it's there!
The draw saw Chelsea slip to second with 2 months left, but a 1-0 win at Brighton brought a new club record of 20 games unbeaten, 13 wins and 7 draws. Another memorable moment for chairman Ken Bates.
Reflecting back on the season, Ken, what has been the highlight for yourself?
The highlight? Stuffing Manchester City 3-2 at Main Road. There was no doubt about that. Until my dying day, I shall remember that gallop like Charge of the Light Brigade. I think it was it 4 or 5 of our players racing down with the Manchester City defence herring behind them, and Tony DeRigo drawing the goalkeeper and whacking it in the back of the net. I mean, we should have won by 10 that day. We didn't, we won by 1. But I mean, that's Chelsea, isn't it?
McLaughlin also brings height to the Chelsea set pieces. Dibble is impeded, and the goal counts, and it's Kerry Dixon's. A scrambled affair when Andy Dibble didn't get there at the near post. Roberts might have followed through on Morley then. Accepted in good part, and Dixon, as he got away from Gale, he has. It's Wilson in the centre, 2-0 to Chelsea. The ball dropping over Gale, or so it looked, and Dixon might get it yet. Wilson's offside in the centre, he's got back onside now, and Dixon sets up the chance, but not the goal for Wilson. Not a replica of what happened in the first half. And Dixon got the head to it. Two City claims for a penalty. Lake dispossessed, and it's an amazing break by Chelsea. And Tony DeRigo, who goes round Dibble and finishes it all in style. And Chelsea, having been under the collar for the last 10 minutes or so, have broken the length of the field to go 3 up and surely quell the Manchester City fire. DeRigo, the player who found goals so hard to get before this season, only 1 league goal to his name. And this is his 6th of the season, so adventurous have Chelsea been. Of Roberts. Penalty. Paul Molden's persistence has paid off to the extent of earning Manchester City a chance of getting 1 goal back. I must say it was a decision which didn't immediately leap to the eye. Roberts shakes his head. Has missed the last 2 penalties that he's taken for Manchester City, but he's shown his character by stepping forward, and the delay might make the nerves jangle a little bit more. McNabb then against Besant, and he sends him the wrong way. For the last long throw for Manchester City. And Molden, and surely a goal for Taggart.
87-88 had seen 21 games without a win, 88-89-21 without defeat. Gordon Jury, back after 4 games, had gone off with cramp, but he was fit, and Chelsea unchanged for the 2-1 win at Sunderland, Roberts and Wilson netting, and again for the home match against Bournemouth.
Jury gets in a shot. Oh, a fine effort by Gordon Jury. Kevin Wilson nudging on to Jury. Jury got a chance here, and he scored! Gordon Jury notches his 15th goal of the season. Jury. Jury brought down is a penalty. The flag is up. Brought down by Sean Teal. Oh no, the linesman was not flagging for a penalty, was he? Yes, he was. Bit of confusion there. So 79 minutes gone. And Graham Roberts with the opportunity to convert his 10th penalty of the season. Will be his 13th goal if it goes in. Graham Roberts against Payton, and he hits it high to Payton's left. A smile of triumph there.
A 1-0 win followed at Ipswich, Gordon Jury scoring again. Dixon and Jury, 36 goals between them after failing to find the net until the end of September.
Because it was a bad start for you personally. I mean, you were out for the first 5 or 6 games with injury. Did you find it very difficult to get back into the rhythm of things?
Well, yeah. The lads weren't having the best of times. I felt I watched a lot of the games and I felt they were playing okay and just not getting the sort of rub of the green. I mean, everyone knows what's sort of gone on. They've dominated a lot of games and actually got beat or got a draw. But it took your time after the injury. It was quite a serious injury, as was Tony's, and it took, as I say, couple of games anyway to get back in it, and I actually scored in the 4th back. So
there was a lot of pressure on you, in fact, because the fact that the results hadn't gone too well earlier, and then you coming back into the side, I think a lot of the fans saw you as the saviour.
Well, I don't necessarily know about that. I come back with Tony. I'd like to think we could add something to the side. I think that the team were good enough anyway, but perhaps the likes of me and Tony both coming back just give it a little bit of a push to start winning again. I'm sure they would have come back anyway.
Obviously, your final goal tally speaks for itself, but is there one particular goal that sticks out in your memory?
I think the one in the 4 against Barnsley, I think I've got to say that one, the left foot. I don't score many of them, but especially not from the edge, well, outside the box. So, I mean, that's pretty special, yeah.
It was a pretty special day for you, in fact, 4 goals in one game against Barnsley.
Yeah, it was nice. I haven't done that for a while. That goes back a few seasons since I've last scored a hat-trick, so, yeah, it was nice again.
Baker, formerly with Norwich City. On by Nicholas and Dixon charging through. There's a chance here for Dixon. Oh, brilliant play by Dixon. He scored. 3.5 minutes gone, and that's one to savour. Superb execution by Kerry Dixon. His 20th goal of the season. Coughlin's header. This is Gordon Jury. Oh, a bad ball by Jury, and this is set Barnsley in the save. And it's an own goal of poor Joe McLaughlin. What a start to this game. 6 minutes gone, and Barnsley are level. A fine ball out to Lowndes. And that's not a good ball from Steve Lowndes. Jury. Jury's got the pace to get past these defenders. He's taking on 32-year-old Fucher now. Gets the cross in it. Just wide of that post from Kevin Wilson. Agnew. Rodden's got Lowndes on the left, but chooses to play along the ball through to Curry. Oh, a good turn by Dobin. And there's the shot. Oh, he scored! Out of nothing. Sensation here at the bridge. McAllister. Clark. McAllister. Good cross. Dixon's header to Jury. Jury on the turn. Can he get the shot in? It's blocked by 2 bodies. Gets the second one in. He scored! In off the post. 25 minutes gone. Joyce. Donald. Well cut out by Clark. Follow-up play there from Broddle. Swings the ball across. On the header. Oh, Besson's lost it. It's a goal right at the beginning of this second half. The scorer, number 8, Steve Agnew, the man who put 2 goals past Chelsea in the FA Cup. McLaughlin. Dixon. Gets the shot in. Oh, he he scored! A magnificent goal from the edge of the box. Gone. And Kerry Dixon nets his second of the match. He had his back to goal, swivelled and hammered a left foot shot, which gave Baker no chance at all. Stopped by Dobbin. McAllister's cross. Dixon's head and a great save from Clive Baker. Kerry Dixon looking on for a hat-trick here this afternoon. Bumstead. McAllister turning it out to Jury. He's going to get past Broddle. Yes, Dixon's hat-trick! The cross came in from Clark. Kerry Dixon hits his third goal of the game, his 22nd of the season. Gets it to McAllister. Bumstead. There's one for Jury to chase. Jury gets the shot in. Oh, and Baker can only parry it. That was a tremendous shot from Gordon Jury. Dixon was pulling back there. Jury goes through, hammers a tremendous shot, which Baker blocks but can't hold. The official attendance has just been given to us. It's 16,023. Jury. 7 goals so far, and there looks like 3 more. And there it is, Dixon, his fourth. McAllister got the shot in. Baker couldn't hold it. And Kerry Dixon turns in his 4th goal of the game. What a marvellous afternoon for the former England striker. He's got 8 England caps.
First division next season. Can we keep this form up?
I don't see why not. The spirit's a lot better than what it was. I think the lads have knitted together well. We've had a few dodgy games, we've had a few good games, but I mean, we certainly showed, and I think in the game against Man City, that what we can and what we are capable of, and hopefully we can continue that form on a more consistent basis next year.
Chelsea were now 10 points clear, chasing the club record of 88 points, the Division 2 unbeaten run of 28 games, just 3 matches away. Unchanged again for the 6th match running, at home to doomed Birmingham City.
Looking for Dixon. Dixon lays it off nicely. Wilson coming in there, Jury to Wilson. Oh, and clever play by Wilson. He tried to flick that over. The head appears, and there it is! He's made it count. Kevin Wilson scores his 15th goal of the season. No doubt the Birmingham manager will be quite pleased with the performance of his side in that opening 45 minutes. Childs sending it. Oh, there's a goal right from the kick-off. Childs swung in the cross. And there was Richards. So a free kick to Chelsea. Just to the right of the penalty box. And Peter Nicholas will take the kick. Dixon calling for it. Long ball. Graham Roberts with a header. And Roberts has scored. Oh, my word. Graham Roberts heads Chelsea into the lead. 9 minutes into this second half. Clark. He's got Bumstead in front of him. Play through to McAllister. A good dummy there. This is Dixon. And Dixon scored. He turns it in from the most acute of angles. Kerry Dixon nets his 24th goal of the season. Nicholas with the corner. Kevin Wilson plays it back. Nicholas plays it in. Dixon with a header and kicked off the line there by Childs.
David Lee came back at West Bromwich Albion. Dave Besant had now played at every league ground in the country. Chelsea won 3-2. Joe McLaughlin returned at Leicester. Chelsea out to equal Liverpool's record of 28 second division games without defeat. But it wasn't to be their day, nor football's. Just up the M1, the Liverpool tragedy was unfolding at Hillsborough, as Ali Moughlan got the benefit of a generous refereeing decision, pushed the ball back to Paul Reed, and he scored his 7th goal of the season. Leicester, prompted all afternoon by their Scottish midfield number 10, Gary McAllister, caught Chelsea on an off day. The home side, with just 1 defeat in 6, then awarded a dubious penalty. Handball, said the ref. Chelsea couldn't quite believe it. An up-step man of the match so far, Gary McAllister, to surely put Leicester in a commanding position. Dave Besant, though, who'd saved one at Walsall a few weeks earlier, had other ideas. A good save by the Chelsea keeper, the Blues still in it. In midfield, Peter Nicholas had a torrid afternoon and was to be sent off later on, but his tenacity here nearly set up a Chelsea equaliser. In the end, the ball breaks kindly. Off goes Gordon Jury, beating Paris for pace. And as he crosses into the middle, is McAllister offside? The referee said yes, McAllister offside and on his backside. Substitute David Lee, who'd scored at the Hawthorns, also had a chance to save Chelsea's run, but Hodge was equal to it. And Chelsea's brief threat was extinguished moments later. Paris breaking out of defence. He finds Mike Newell looking dangerously offside. Newell crosses hard and low into the middle, and Nicky Cross ensures Chelsea's first defeat for 6 months. It was, though, a brief meander from the pathway to the First Division. A week later, the top flight was in sight at home to Leeds, and if results went well, Chelsea could go up as champs.
When did you actually accept that Chelsea were going back into the First Division and start thinking and planning for the First Division?
When we beat Leeds at home.
Not till then?
No.
What do you remember of that day in particular?
Well, I remember that day of... we'd won the league and we'd gone into the First Division, but because everybody, like yourself, was saying we're already there, it was a bit of like a damn squid, really. It wasn't like, you know, when you've won the league and you're playing for one game and if you win it, there wasn't the euphoria there that was there because we'd been in such a good position all through the season. And I remember thinking, well, that's it. The boys have done it again and we're back where they belong in the First Division. But it was a sort of like a party, like a dead party at the end of the day.
Kevin McAllister across the far post, Noel Blake out, Joe McLaughlin. Dixon will keep it in. Noel Blake's been pulled wide. Kerry Dixon, the turn by Wilson. Bumstead, Chelsea are ahead. John Bumstead, their longest serving player. He scored against Leeds up at Ellen Road in September. And no wonder he's happy. Kerry Dixon must take a great deal of credit. He's pulled the number 5, Noel Blake, out of the penalty area. And this is a good run by Kerry. The cross into the middle, a lovely dummy by Kevin Wilson. And how about that for a turn and finish by John Bumstead? In his testimonial a couple of years ago, one of the unsung heroes at Stamford Bridge. And that is the full-time whistle. Chelsea are back. And Barnsley have beaten Manchester City. Chelsea are not only back in the First Division, they're back as champions on a day which started with a minute's silence for the victims of Hillsborough. It ends with handshakes all round and celebrations because the Blues are back where they belong in the First Division. Gordon Jury celebrating with Clive Wilson and David Lee, the substitutes who didn't get on, are very much part of the promotion party. It's hugs all around for Chelsea. They are promoted as champions of the Second Division.
You've mentioned the supporters, finally. What do you want from them this season?
Well, I want them to carry on where they were last year. They were brilliant.
Chelsea up as champs, 100 goals in all competitions. Kerry Dixon made it 101 in the 1-1 draw at Shrewsbury. Chelsea still celebrating at Gay Meadow, really. A massive 11 points clear of the field before the May Day home game with Stoke City.
On the near post. Oh, it is a goal! One out of the blue. Well... Dorigo. Kevin Wilson. This is Hall. McAllister on the right. Bumstead's in the middle. This is Clark. Clark racing in, tries the shot. Oh, and it's a goal for Dixon, it must be. Fox pushed out the first shot from Clark. And Kerry Dixon's there to notch his 26th senior goal of the season. Dorigo to Kevin Wilson. There's a chance here for Clark. Oh, that's a penalty. Brought down by the man who shot Stoke City into the lead, Mark Higgins. And right at the death, with 2 minutes left for play, he brings down Steve Clark, who has threatened the Stoke goal nearly all this second half. So it'll be Graham Roberts stepping up, looking to convert his 12th penalty of the season. And he turns it in beautifully, his 16th goal of this campaign.
And a new Chelsea record of 27 league wins in a season. A fitting tribute to the management team of Bobby Campbell and Ian Porterfield.
Looking at the Chelsea side, I mean, what do you think is the real strength? The midfield?
No, I mean, I think myself that this season has been a collective effort. I think everyone's did their job. I think the only disappointing thing I would look to is that I think we've gave away one or two too many silly goals this season. I think our strength has been that every time we go forward, we always look as if we're going to score goals. And that's a big advantage, because I think there's only 1 or 2 games we haven't put the ball in the net this season. And I think the real strength is the pace we've had up front to score goals. And I think a lot of games, if you look back, we've lost a goal, and within a few minutes we've gone up the pitch and scored another goal.
The final home match of the season came against Bradford City, the second division trophy in the boardroom to be presented after the final whistle.
Fine ball. Sets Dixon into the box. Chance here for Chelsea. Oh, that must be a penalty. Dixon goes down. And surely a spot kick, 7 minutes gone. And it was Dixon's pace that left Bradford City for dead, and Ron Groves has no doubt whatsoever. Gavin Oliver's tackle trips Dixon from behind. Down goes the Chelsea top scorer. Graham Roberts to take it. 10 consecutive penalties for Chelsea. It's now 11. And Roberts' 17th goal of the season. Nicholas. Roberts. Oh, what a bad drive from there. He's always going away from Mark Evans as well. And a fine ball down the flank by Dave Beasant. Turns ball back and picks out Clive Wilson. Wilson into the middle, chance here for number 2. And Gareth Hall robbed by a fine double save in the end by goalkeeper Mark Evans. But a blistering breakaway by Chelsea. And Gareth Hall foiled by the young teenage keeper. David Beasant turns playmaker 40 yards from his penalty area. Look at the space for Wilson and Dorigo. Wilson looks up, perfect ball into the middle. Hall arrives on time. Suspicion of offside against Kerry Dixon anyway, but Evans makes a fine double save to rescue Bradford City. Still the fans sing. It's been a credit to the club all season, both home and away. And such a different end to 88, 89 to the beginning of the season, when the terraces of Stamford Bridge were shut. And there were doubts around as to whether Chelsea would have the calibre to bounce back, and they have done. Kevin McAllister, good ball in, chance here for number 2, and Hall once again denied for the second time in the game by the superb reflexes of teenager Mark Evans. Mark Evans the clearance, then Quinn knocks it on. Jimmy Quinn, and suddenly Bradford have got 2 against 1. Quinn to the edge of the penalty area, Quinn in the box, and Quinn scores for Bradford City. They're level. Jimmy Quinn's 13th goal of the season, his 7th in 10 games now for Bradford City, and the Northern Ireland striker does it again. And Chelsea pushing up, court exposed at the back, and a shock for the champs. Dixon onto Wilson. Wide now to Clive Wilson. Kevin Wilson peels away from him. Clive Wilson on the ball. Dixon square. Chance here for Chelsea, must be. And back in the lead, Chelsea. Within 2 minutes, the lead restored. And Kerry Dixon gets his 27th of the campaign. Good dummy by Paul Jewell. McLaughlin caught forward. Was desperate to get it. And gives away the free kick then. Lee Palin. Oh, good ball in and a fine save by Dave Besant. And Mark Leonard, a powerful header. Really did everything right, and a good save by David Besant. It's out Gareth Hall, good turn. Dixon, shirt almost tugged from his back. Dixon against David Evans. Dixon goes down. Now, what's that? Referee. Is that another penalty? David Evans saying that Kerry Dixon dived. The referee disagrees, and spot kick number 2 of the afternoon for the Blues from the bridge. Dixon's pace took him past Evans. In comes the foot. And how can he protest his innocence at that one? Graham Roberts, 11 successful penalties for Chelsea, but not 12. And this young lad, Mark Evans, is making it a day to remember. Graham Roberts, 17 goals this season, but foiled on this occasion. Bobbled, didn't strike it right. Here's Kevin Wilson to Dixon. A field day this for Dixon, he scored again! And Chelsea go 3-1 up. It may well have taken a deflection, but Kerry Dixon's second of the game.
Dixon, Jury and Roberts, 62 goals between them now, the culmination of an historic home season, which had started so badly against Blackburn in August. Now it's on to the Arsenals, the Liverpools, the Manchester Uniteds.
Playing-wise, what is your ambition? To win the First Division Championship?
Well, it's got to be the only ambition. No, actually, I'd like to do the treble. After all, Notts Forest nearly did it at Wembley this year. And I think that for a club that's been going 84 years, we've really won very little. And we somehow lack that consistency, that bite, that steel. We still don't have the killer instinct. I mean, we missed 100 points this season because we got a draw at Shrewsbury when we should have got 8 goals past them. And similarly, when we beat Bradford 3-1, I mean, we should have got a cricket score. And that's obviously something for the manager to put right. But I think we have a much more determined squad than we've ever had since I've been in the club, with more experience. Last time I won the second division, they're a great bunch of fresh-faced kids that basically come from lower divisions and have done very well in their careers since then. But here, if you look at Chelsea now, we have 7 or 8 internationals, full internationals, current internationals. And I've got a feeling that the manager knows what he wants to strengthen the squad. I think with a fair wind, and the one thing about football is you do need a fair wind, I think we can make a great impact on the First Division.
But first to that presentation of the Second Division trophy. Chelsea had been 5-1 favourites for the title from August onwards. Just 1 defeat in 32 games through the worst of the winter ensured they lived up to those odds. A magnificent campaign for the 20-odd players involved. Like Joe McLaughlin, who'd suffered personal tragedy, won the fans over and formed the backbone of the side with influential Graham Roberts, who led the team to success after success. And Bobby Campbell still directing the show on the left of the picture right to the end. After the photos, of course, the lap of honour. Peter Nicholas and Graham Roberts, such important purchases by Bobby Campbell. Kerry Dixon, 28 goals. Graham Roberts, incredibly, 17 from the back. Steve Clarke back to his best form as well. And where would the celebrations be without the man who watched his club return to the First Division and saw those £30 million dreams for a 21st century home for Chelsea at the Bridge move nearer reality, Chairman Ken Bates. Whether he ended there is anybody's guess. Where Chelsea will be in 89-90, everyone knows, the First Division, winning the Second Division title by 17 points in the end A massive margin, winning in style, 96 league goals scored, 2 goals a game. Old records broken, new records born. A season never to die in the memory. And now your chance to win a free season ticket to watch Chelsea in 1990-91 by winning our Goal of the Season competition. Fill out the card that's enclosed with the tape, choose your best 3 goals in order of preference and send them off to our judges. Goal number A is Kevin McAllister's first ever league goal at home to Oxford in September.
Dispatches it up towards Jury. Jury got the touch. McAllister going through. Can he get it in? Yes, he scored his first ever goal in the Football League. Kevin McAllister.
Goal B comes from Gordon Jury against Leeds in the first win of the season up at Elland Road. Goal C is another first. Tony Dorigo's strike against Walsall at the start of October is first for the club.
Dorigo's got Bumstead on his left. Nicholas is inside. Comes to Kevin Wilson. Beautiful interplay by Wilson. And Dorigo racing through. Oh, what a goal! What a classic goal from the England under-21 skipper.
Goal D came from Kerry Dixon the following Sunday at Swindon Town.
Nicholas runs over the ball. Dorigo will strike it in. Kerry Dixon's there with a header and he scored!
Goal E, another D-man, Gordon Jury in the 5-0 home league win over Plymouth.
Over that one. Dixon's header. Jury. Jury with a shot. Oh, he scored! Oh, my word! That was out of nothing.
Poor old Plymouth. Goal F is Kevin Wilson's goal against them again, but this time in the Simod Cup 18 days later.
Done by Jury, that's a good ball. This is Kevin Wilson. Shoots, oh, he scored! He took it well. Kevin Wilson shoots the Blues into the lead in the...
Goal G, Kerry Dixon's late Christmas cracker against Ipswich on Boxing Day.
Roberts. Through for Dixon. Dixon on the run here. He's got a good chance here. He scored! That is the finish of a class striker. 74.
Into 1989 with Goal H. Into February, to be precise. Gordon Jury got 5 at Walsall. This was number 4. Hull beat Chelsea up at Boothbury Park. Goal I is Kerry Dixon's in the revenge win.
Bumstead to McAllister. He's got 3 men to get past. Going around the outside and he's done well. He gets the cross in there. Oh, it's a goal from Kerry Dixon. A beautiful cross from the little winger, Kevin McAllister. And Kerry Dixon punches the air in triumph.
Goal J from the same game. One of many vital strikes this season by Northern Ireland's Kevin Wilson.
Nicholas Roberts looking for Clive Wilson. It didn't quite make the distance. Joe McLaughlin threading it through. Dixon flicking it over. Oh, and a shot from Kevin Wilson! A brilliant strike by Kevin Wilson.
Goal K, Tony Dorigo, all alone in that virtual championship decider at Manchester City.
Dixon got the head to it. City claims for a penalty. Lake dispossessed, and it's an amazing break by Chelsea. And Tony Dorigo, who goes round Dibble and finishes it all in style. And Chelsea, having been under the collar for the last 10 minutes or so, have broken the length of the field.
Goal L, Kerry Dixon on April the 1st, making April Fools of Barnsley.
Baker, formerly with Norwich City. On by Nicholas and Dixon charging through. There's a chance here for Dixon. Oh, brilliant play by Dixon. He scored. 3.5 minutes gone, and that's one to savour.
Goal M, another of Dixon's 4 that same day against Barnsley.
McLaughlin. Dixon gets the shot in. Oh, he scored! A magnificent goal from the edge of the box.
These are the goals again then. Choose your top three and that season ticket can be yours. And who knows, perhaps a chance to see the sort of goals, the sort of records and the sort of glory tasted by Chelsea in the championship year of 1988-89.